Hello, subscribers, brothers and sisters. Well, some traditions, some habits are hard to break. So that's why I'm calling this Pop Tarts and Coffee. I've got no Waltons to watch. I wish I could watch the rest of the Waltons, but maybe I can find a few episodes online. The TV stations here are abysmal. Excuse me, I'm speaking with my mouth partly full. Paul Begley, red alert, coronavirus, 3,000 new cases, 3,000. I've been watching that number 3,000. That just came up in my notifications, by the way. That number 3,000. I dreamt once, God told me back in September, 3,000 events, and then we go. There's been so many 3,000s. It's unbelievable. Over 3,000 deaths in Italy. That's what they're saying. I tend to believe it. But then again, like I say, I'm still waxing and waning. So here I am, sitting in my hotel room, in my bed, propped up like what we Australians would say, lady muck. But I'm not going to tell you where I'm from. I'm from Australia. But I've got Pop-Tarts and coffee. The Pop-Tarts are great, but they're not toasted. I had to heat them in the microwave a little. And they're, as my cat would say. I miss that cat. Oh my goodness, I miss that cat. I love that cat. And the coffee is really... I decided to use... I've got some funny stories to tell you. Trust me. My friend Vicky would say, now these are the things that I would do, Kim. Trust me, Vicky. It's my turn to be really get into scrapes, you know. Now, the other night, the first night I was here, it's a long time since I've been in a hotel. Well, on my own. It's many years since I've been in a hotel on my own. Many, many years. Anyway, I had a long pillow slip full of stuff that I brought with me, last minute stuff that I packed. And it probably had a bit of dust or something in it, so I went out into the hall with my mask on, because you just don't know. I wear three. I wear 3 masks, because I figure if I'm having trouble breathing in, those things will have trouble getting in, if they're real. So I went out there to shake out the long pillowcase. And I was there just in a T-shirt, a white T-shirt. Well, it's longish, but not very long. And I hear slam behind me. The door slammed. Right. Oh, no, I didn't bring my key card. I was locked out. There's nothing for it but to go downstairs. There's no woman at the desk, only men. And they're not from Iran. They're from India. They're very, very nice. And like I say, Jonas, and I'm going to do another video about Jonas. This is going to turn into more like a diary blog for anybody who cares to listen. Because I care to talk. Yeah. It's not because I like the sound of my own voice. I've got stuff to share. I have a voice too. I'm a human being. I'm one of almost 8 billion people, and I count. And Jesus died for me. So anyway, slam. There's just me in my Crocs, my long T-shirt, and the pillow slip. I'm very grateful it was a very long pillow slip. So I thought quickly, I wrapped this around my hips to cover as much of my upper legs as I could possibly do. I went straight down. Luckily I didn't. I had my mask on, but I didn't encounter anybody, any virus vessels, any walking petri dishes. And I went down to the desk. I said, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I've locked myself out of the room. And if he wanted to roll his eyes, he did really well to cover it. I'm sure it happens all the time. I said, I'm really sorry. I just forgot that this thing's going to slam behind me. And I just hoped that it would just stay open and then I could close it. No, because everything in this world rules you. You don't rule it. It rules you. Everything beeps at you. You get in the car and you forget to put the seatbelt on in the allotted time preferred by the car. And it goes beep, 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 and right in your ear, and it annoys you. Look, I'm not ready yet. Hello? Wait for me. I'm the human. Remember me? I'm a human. My descendants created you. You have to obey. No, 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 no. We are told, we are dictated to by machines. Everything beeps at you. And if you don't, hop to when it's ready, it'll beep at you again. Anyway, what was I beeping about? So anyway, there I am. And I said, I locked myself out. So he gave me a key. He had to reinitialize another key. So, key card thing. So I came upstairs and it doesn't work. It goes beep, beep. Once again, being beeped at. I'm sick of being beeped at. Even lying here in bed, I can see the main road out there. In the middle of the night, I'm being beeped at. Beep, beep. By cars, I can't do a car horn. Anyway, so I had to go back down. It didn't work. I said, I'm sorry, this one doesn't work. It goes beep, beep. He said, So he had to get on the computer. He was very nice. This is not Jonas. This is another guy. And he had to reinitialize it again or reset it. So I said, could you come up with me and see if it makes sure it works? Because I'm getting a bit tired of going up and down stairs. He said, oh, sure. So he came upstairs and it worked. Yay. So I have one key in the room that works and one that doesn't. That was my funny story number 1, which is funny if it's not happening to you. There I am in a white T-shirt, a black pair of Crocs, and draped around clutched around my hips is a very long pillow slit. At least it was white to match my T-shirt to make it look like some sort of attempt at an outfit. Okay, my second adventure was this morning. I thought, looking at that coffee machine, I'm thinking it's probably going to be really good, this stuff. So I look at the sachet and it says, put the little pouch thing in the well, press it down, and then put water in, cold water in, and then turn it on and put the cup underneath and wait. So, okay. So I put it in the well. I thought it was a well. I mean, my idea of a well is a brick thing in the yard with an overhanging hook sort of thing with a little bucket attached. I didn't find anything that resembled that. So I thought the only thing that resembles a well is some sort of thing that will hold water. So I put it in there, and then I put the cold water over the top, and I press the button and put the cup underneath, and I'm waiting. It's going... And all that came out was clear water. I'm like, right. Not good. Anyway, so I asked Jonas, who was coming up to clean the rooms. I've got to get to breakfast later. I'll tell you about breakfast later. And Jonas. And about people being nice when it suits them. So I asked Jonas, I said, I think the coffee maker has malfunctioned. He said, come and have a look. So he comes in. He said, there's no pouch in the well. I said, yes, I put it in the well. It's sort of moved a bit. No pouch in the well. There's no pouch in the well. There's a well at the front. Oh, you would think that the instructions would say the well at the front. But maybe it's different with all coffee machines. So I'd put it in the well at the back where you're supposed to put the water, but there's a little well at the front. You're supposed to put the little pouch thing. Duh. I didn't know. Nobody told me. And it's got like little picture instructions on top of the coffee maker, which is really hard to see with my blind eyes. So that was moment number 2. So you got to laugh. Anyway, I've got my room all nice and cleaned up. As you can see on either side of the TV, I've got Empty boxes. Lots of empty boxes. I have to get rid of those soon. Yesterday, I just bogged in and put everything away because I had boxes all over the bed, the second bed, because I got 2 beds, which is very nice. I'm in the bed closest to the window, well away from the door, and I've got a towel under the door. But the only thing is the heating the first night. I was so hot, and I turned the heating to the lowest temperature, and I was still really hot. Plus the humidifier, which I have going all the time, makes it hotter because it puts out warm, moist air. So I fiddled with it yesterday. I have to put it on cool. I have to put it on air conditioning and turn it down. But then they've got these vents that, the air flies out through these vents, and you cannot angle them right up to get away from you. They're angled at a 45-degree angle so that every time you walk past it, you get a blast of cold air. I want the room cool, but I don't want to feel it blowing on me. So there's these curtains you can black out the window with, but then there's other little curtains on the sides that you cannot fully close. So I've had to clip those outer ones together in such a way that when I walk past, I'm not being blasted with Arctic air. All the little problems you have in a hotel. And I need a slip mat for the bath because I'm a bit scared of slipping in the shower, which is in a bath. But hopefully they'll get me one soon. So I'll end this one now because if I make it any longer, it won't upload. And then I'll make another one and I'll tell you about Jonas, and people being nice when it suits them. And, all right. God bless. If you've stuck with me this far, you're braver than I am.